We have Kait Warman here with us, a dating coach and expert, and today we're going to talking about how to deal with rejection. Because ladies, rejection is a real thing, and we deal with it all the time, every single day, right? It could be rejection at work, it could be rejection in your finances, but especially relationships, which is what we're gonna be talking about here and how to deal with that. Because in the end, we need to anchor ourselves to something that will not change. And that something that will not change is God. But let's dive even deeper into this topic about rejection.
Yeah, because ultimately sometimes when rejection comes, we often find ourselves tied to anchors that are not really that stable. They're kind of weak anchors. And when we tie ourselves to weak anchors, those things are unpredictable and unstable. So when they come out of the ground, we're like flailing all over the place and we feel totally insecure. And we're like, oh. And what happens, ladies, are those arrows of rejection. It's a perfect time for the enemy to spew those in your direction. If you're not prepared for battle, those arrows of rejection will hit you and take you down. Instead, we want to have a way to have rejection actually hit us and just prick us, but not take us down. So some of the most common lies that you probably might believe might be, I'm just not lovable. If only I had done XYZ thing differently, maybe it would have gone in a different direction. Maybe I'm not capable of being in a relationship. Maybe I'm not smart enough or beautiful enough or skinny enough or insert whatever here enough. Or maybe I am too much for that person to handle. These are all the most common lies that we often believe in the face of rejection. But ladies, what I want to tell you right now is often rejection is ultimately God's protection over our life.
So good, Kait. So how can we fully go through the process of dealing with rejection? The first thing that you'll need to do is write down the top 3 lies that you have been repeating to yourself over and over and over again in your head. For every single lie that you write down, write at least 2 truths to combat that lie of rejection. Once you've done that, there's a couple other things that can be really helpful. First of all, pray. Pray that God will help to release those lies from you and that you can fully be able to grasp onto God's truth over your life and what He says over you. Number 2, write it down. Write down words of affirmation on sticky notes, on notepads, put them all over your house. Write them on lipstick on your bathroom mirror. I mean, it could be anything from I am worthy, I am enough, I am beautiful, I am a sexy beast. Whatever it is that you want to say about yourself, I will write that to you too.
Whatever. I say it in my mirror before a first date. You hot, girl.
We're good looking girls. So speak that over yourself to be able to combat these constant lies. And Kait, what are 2 other ways?
You know what? Another way is to really journal it every morning and journal and think about, okay, what were the lies I allowed myself to believe yesterday and what do I need to repeat and speak truth over today? So even if yesterday the lie of I feel unworthy was really, really prominent, tomorrow you can battle that lie. We have more power over our minds than sometimes we think that we do. So write it down and journal through it every single day. The last thing I would say is keep accountable to people in your life. Tell them the top 3 lies that you're believing about yourself and have them help you keep accountable. So if you start saying like, oh gosh, I just don't like my body or I feel fat, your friend will be like, hey, Kait, you're not supposed to say that about yourself. Remember, you told me and you gave me permission to say, like, you got to stop saying those things. So allow people to speak into your life positively and keep you accountable to these lies.
Yeah, you know, that last one has been the most helpful for me because I'll tell you, my husband, Chad, both him and I have come to the point where we're really good at fine-tuning our ears to pick out lies that we speak over ourselves, right? So if my husband says something negative about himself, I know that I'm in a position to say, Chad, that is an ultimate lie. And would God ever say those words to you? Probably not. And if it wasn't God, then who was it? It was probably the enemy. So it's so helpful to have those strong people in your life to kind of put you in your place, right?
So we're doing that, girl.
So ladies, your challenge this week is to write down the top 3 lies that you are telling yourself and then put 2 positive truths to each lie and share it with a friend.
Remember, ladies, every no is one step closer to your forever yes.